So in this video, we're going to be talking about the hidden reasons women don't feel safe around you. And this is huge, guys. Women are looking to feel safe. And this was a big problem I had. I did not make women feel safe in the beginning. I barely made myself feel safe. So as you begin to resolve this area of your life, when you become a conduit for women to feel safe, they will begin to open up to you. So we're going to take a deeper look at this today. And if you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to do a little process to help you wake this part of your body, to find the spots where you're stuck, and to wake those parts up and to shift this area of your life. So let's get started. So the first thing is, it's not about what you say or how you walk or how you talk. It's about your energy. It's about who you're being, which affects all of that, yes. But it goes at a much deeper level. Your energy makes her feel safe. The flow of your energy through your body. That's why I teach energetic embodiment and energetic mastery, because that is the real key to success in this area. So to get this area of your life resolved, you have to stop managing perception and start managing presence. Presence is everything. Women really need that presence, because that presence is what makes them feel safe. Women feel your unresolved tension, these areas of stuck tension in your body that's not flowing. And when you resolve that tension, when that tension starts to let go, where you're unresolved, whether it's with women, whether it's with sexuality, whether it's with intimacy, whether it's with commitment, or whatever it is, your whole relationship to women begins to change. You can begin to relax and let them in, which is what they need to feel safe. They need to be let in. So I want you to think about this. I want to ask you a question. Are you afraid of your own emotional depth? Are you afraid of what you're feeling deep down inside about yourself, about women? Because that is a big part of the key. Now, I'm not saying you need to resolve all this and be perfect, but getting past your fear of it and getting comfortable feeling it proactively goes a long ways. If you're hiding your anger, if you're hiding your fear, if you're hiding your insecurity and it leaks and you're trying to keep it down like a volcano, then that's scary to women. They can feel that boiling under the surface, and it makes them really uncomfortable. It makes them feel basically unsafe. You see, she can't trust what you suppress deep down inside. If you're suppressing it, you can barely control it. How can she trust you to not lose control to it, or to do something stupid later when it all comes to the surface, especially as your relationship grows? Whether it's going to be long-term or short-term doesn't matter. It's the same either way. So to get past this, you got to think about, what does she actually need? And she is testing for emotional capacity. I want you to hear that word again. She is testing for emotional capacity. Remember, I talked about in my previous videos, just recently, actually, I think in my last video, that women test for 3 reasons. She tests where she's insecure, and if she's constantly testing where she's insecure because she's got emotional issues, it's probably time to move on. She also tests where you're insecure, and that's what this is about. She's testing for emotional capacity. How deep can he go? How much can he handle? And the deeper you go and the more you can handle, the more it turns her on, the more she gets a sense of who you are. And this is nature. This is not logic. You also test her. I've talked about that in previous videos, and you probably don't even realize it. Especially if you're a masculine, solid man, you're going to be testing her for her to bring out her feminine radiance. So when you begin to become comfortable with this idea that women are going to test you for your depth, and you begin to relax into it, and you begin to become comfortable feeling all your emotions and not making them wrong, not trying to necessarily fix them, not apologizing for them, not being ashamed of them, then you're beginning to move in the right direction. She can trust you. Let's say you're afraid. Let's say you're nervous and you're about to, maybe you're going to get in the boxing ring and you're nervous. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm nervous. And you own the shit out of it. That can be sexy. But if you're pretending like you're not nervous, that's not sexy. Let's say you're going to approach women at the bar and you're really nervous and you wall off and you put a fake shell on. I could do it. I'm good. Again, not sexy. Women can see through that a mile away. They don't trust you because you're lying to yourself and you're trying to lie to them, and they can feel the wall between you and them. Now, if you drop that wall and you're nervous and you own it, maybe your lips shaking, but you own the shit out of it, that can be really sexy. I had a friend who was really good with women. He got women all the time. He was a natural. And I remember him going out one day to Target, and he saw this gorgeous woman shopping in Target. And he walked right over to her and he shrunk. I'd never seen him shrink like this. And she's on her cell phone like this, and he's like, "Hi, I just want to meet you, and you're really pretty. I just thought I'd say hi." And she's like, "Yeah," and she's barely acknowledging him. Now, this is a guy that's good with women. Women like him, and she did not give a fuck. Why? Because his energy was off, his presence was off. But here's something crazy that I watched happen in real time. Because he's good with women, he figured it out. He suddenly said to himself, "Oh shit, what am I doing?" And he told me later. He said this in his head, and he corrected it instantly, and he's just blurted out, expanded his energy, opened up, felt everything, felt her, let her in, and said to her, "Look at you. Look what you're doing to me." And she said, "What?" And she looked up, and he goes, "My lip is shaking. You're making me so nervous. You're fucking gorgeous. I just had to say hi to you." And she put her phone away and said, "Oh, really? Hi." And instantly it shifted just like that. Now think about that. The moment he owned his insecurity, the moment he let her into his emotional body, and I'm talking about literally energetically felt her in his heart and let her see his insecurity, her emotional response changed. That's him activating his presence in that moment and being present for her, but more so even for himself, and owning that fear. So think about it this way. If you avoid yourself inside, she's going to feel alone with you. She's not going to have anybody to hang out with. There's nobody emotionally home for her to connect to. Women are all about the internal, the emotion. That's what the vulnerability is about. That's what they're constantly trying to develop more of in their life. And that's their gift to you, is to go inside and to wake up that part of you to help you to feel more. There's an old proverb they say is a Cherokee proverb, and I've heard it's not actually a Cherokee proverb, but it's still really good. And it says, "A man's job is to protect a woman so she's free to walk the earth, as a woman's job is to lead a man to his soul." Now, I might have got that off a little bit, but that's basically it. Think about that for a minute. That is a powerful statement. That is the masculine and feminine, the dance of polarity. So if you begin to change this area of your life, if you begin to do the work I talk about in these YouTube videos, you learn to become more embodied, you learn to feel more, you learn to let go, you're going to find that you're going to become way more comfortable with your emotions and letting women in. And then as you become more grounded, really hooked into the earth, you're going to become proactive with your emotions, and that's how you're going to become dynamic. And women can begin to trust you because they can feel your grounding. If you need more on grounding, check out my grounding video. There's a link in the description. That's an older video, but it's still a good one. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a new one of those very soon. So watch out for that. Now, with that said, hopefully you're getting a lot of value out of this video. If you are, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and definitely hit the bell notification. Also, I'd love to hear your comments. Your comments are important to me. I do my best to read all the comments, to go through the comments, especially right after the video comes out. So let's continue on. So if you really want to change this area of your life, you have to begin a practice of embodiment, and ultimately, if you can, going beyond embodiment to energetic embodiment. Now, I define the two differently. Embodiment is learning to feel the emotions in your body. Energetic embodiment is learning to feel the energetic field around you. Your toroidal field, they would say in quantum physics, or they'd say in metaphysics, learning to feel your capacity. And that begins with learning to feel what we call emotions. Emotions convert to vibrations. So I want to invite you into a little practice. I want you to take a moment and just put your bare feet on the ground. And I want you to feel the ground beneath you. And I want you to become really aware of the outside of your legs. And just notice what they feel like. Now, the outside of your legs, the masculine protective side, is the grounding side. The back of your legs is the grounding side. So feel your perineum around the glutes, around the ass, and feel the outside and the back of the legs, and just relax your weight into the ground, whether you're sitting or standing. And just see if you can feel the earth beneath you. Now imagine you could take that part of your body and you could reach 1, 2, 3 feet into the ground and just start a conversation with the earth where you're dropping energy into the earth. And now take a couple of breaths and feel the energy in your body drain. If there's any thoughts in your mind, imagine they could drain right out your body through the grounding into the earth, into the ground beneath you. If there's any tension in your body, see if you can offer it up to that point on your body where you can ground it into the earth again, through the legs, into the earth, through the feet. And as you're giving that energy to the earth, I want you to take a few breaths into the lower part of your belly Relax the lower part of your ribs and just feel yourself get a little fat. Breathe in. And after you take 2 or 3 breaths, I want you to invite energy up into your body. And you're going to do that on the inside of your leg. Now, if you reach down and touch the inside of your legs, you're going to feel they're way more sensitive than the outside. That's the vulnerable part of your legs. And feel that energy, almost like a siphoning up a straw, being pulled all the way up to your perineum. And then begin to invite it up your spine a little bit. And then go back to the grounding again. And feel the outside of your legs grounding down. And then feel the inside of your legs coming up. And just notice what that feels like. Outside, inside. And then I want you to begin to explore your body. We're going to start with the heart. Ask the heart to relax and ask it to open. Imagine there's a little window right here that opens as much as it does. And just notice what it feels like. Only allow it to open as much as it's willing. Don't force it. Don't effort it. And just notice what you feel in your heart. Do you feel sad? Do you feel angry? This is where the authenticity comes in. Get really honest. Do you feel love? Do you feel appreciation? Do you feel gratitude? Whatever you feel is perfectly fine. And what I want to invite you into is not making it wrong and not making it right, just letting it be what it is. Now take a moment, and as you open that heart, I want you to feel that grounding again. Grounding down, taking a few breaths, and then receiving energy back up. And then welcoming that heart open again. And as you welcome the heart open, I want you to begin to feel the space around you as if the heart is having an exchange of energy with the space around you, because it is. And I want you to notice the more you feel the ground beneath you and the energy coming up and going down, the easier it is to feel your heart. And just welcome that as much as you do. And then from there, I want you to take 1 minute and explore your body. Pick different parts of your body every time you do this. Where are you resisting feeling into? Is it your stomach? Is it more of the heart? Is it in the hip area where sexual energy is stored? Is it in the throat? Are you holding back your voice? Is it in your ears where you don't want to hear your inner thoughts? Just explore different parts of your body, maybe one part a session for 5 minutes at a time, and just notice what that feels like. And then every once in a while, check with the feet again, relax into the grounding, into the earth, welcome the energy back up, ask your heart to open again, and then go back to exploring that part of your body. How deep are you willing to go? Are you willing to be patient and let it open and happen over time? Because as you begin to explore the body more and more, you're going to begin to anchor into the body, which is in the now. And you're going to begin to become more comfortable with everything that's felt in the body, which is going to give you authentic, grounded vulnerability, i.e. confidence. So just welcome the development of these energies. Welcome what they feel like, and just be with them. Good. Take a couple more breaths and just explore now. Now that's perfect. Now, for the sake of this video, we're just going to let this go. We're going to move on. But if you take time with this and you slow this way down and you begin to practice grounding your legs into the earth, and you begin to welcome feeling the heart and then exploring the body and just welcoming whatever you feel, letting go of all sense of right and wrong, good or bad, you're going to begin to develop more body-based awareness. You're going to be beginning the process of learning embodiment. From there, you can start to move into the energetic embodiment later. But it's powerful, it's beautiful, and it changes you over time the more you do it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And with that said, I want to invite you to watch my previous video about masculinity, masculinity is not toxic. And this video, somewhere in this, wherever it's at on the screen, will help you to dive into that and understand these principles at a much deeper level. And I want to also invite you to like, subscribe, and share, and definitely comment. Those comments are really important to everybody. They help everybody to grow. I notice when we get a good conversation going in the comment thread, people learn a lot, they grow a lot. And I really appreciate it. And I'll be in there checking out those comments. So with that said, remember, only the courageous really live. And I'll see you in the next video.